What an amazing introduction, Naja. Thank you so much. You always make me feel so loved and so welcome here. And it's so wonderful to be back and be a part of this. I love it. I promise y'all a lot more than probably everybody else. So thank you so much for having me back and for such wonderful, kind words. Happy Sunday, everybody. Here we are. We finished another week. I hope everybody has been staying safe and staying healthy. Today, I'm going to give everybody a few minutes to join in. This week, personally, let me get a thumbs up too if you can hear me and that the quality's okay with the Wi-Fi. This week, personally, my training has been geared more towards my test. I'm hoping to test for Yandan coming up pretty soon. So we've been doing a lot of online basic training, a lot of just a lot of work on that, and then of course working on katas as well. So today for training, hello Alexandra, Cameron, good to see y'all. Thank y'all for joining. Today what I'd like to do is incorporate some of the testing material that we all have to do as black belts going forward, and go over the fundamental pieces of it, and incorporate our stretching and incorporate strength training to make sure that we're getting the most out of those basics and the most performance level that we can possibly get for our tests. Okay, so, oh gosh, hello everybody, perfect. So good to see you all. So good to see you. Awesome. Okay, so with that, you do need a gi for this. I'm so used to saying, take your gi top off and let's get stretching. But no, today we're going to get down to business. We're going to do some, today's going to be low impact. It is Sunday, so everybody's been training hard all week, I'm sure. We don't want to overdo it today and then be miserable for the rest of the week. So today, we're going to go low impact, and really, I want, please, everybody to really focus in on what pieces of what we do today can help you going forward in just the study and perfecting your karate, okay? Good to see you, Martin. And there's my mama. Hey, mama. I know she's working out with us too at home. Okay, so with that, let's get a little stretch in. Again, I don't like to do static stretching before class. You want to keep your muscles a little bit tight so that we have that snap. So we're going to do what's called a dynamic stretch. So toes facing straight ahead and just shake your hips out. Nice and easy. I'm telling you, you're going to enjoy a Sunday training like this. It's nothing that I'm teaching. I'm just leading a class of what I would normally be doing. I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. All right, swinging those arms. And other way. And side to side. We're not trying to kill our shoulders, kill our arms. Just warming up, getting our heart rate going, getting our mindset. In everything that we do today, I'd like for everybody to really focus on your posture. Okay, that's number one, especially as we get older. Unfortunately, as we get older, we tend to use our posture incorrectly for power. We tend to use this and think this is more power. It's not. Power doesn't come from there. Power comes from the ground. So today, let's open our chest back up and concentrate on straight back. Okay, twisting, twisting. Everything straight, everything on your axis. Straight line. There's a rope from the center of your head up to the ceiling, and we're going to try to stay in that line with everything we do. Okay, opening our hips up a little bit. Ready? And just up and out, nice and easy, and in. Up and out, and in. Balance is everything in karate. Balance is everything. So find your balance in the center of your, I'm on my left foot. I know everything's going to be backwards, but it's okay. We're not doing kata today. Find the balance in the center of your foot. Make sure your posture's straight. And then let the right side of your body operate completely separately. Okay? Changing sides. This side is straight. Find your balance in the center of your foot. Left leg comes up. The important thing is not to lean, which is what we're starting to do a lot as we age in our side kicks and roundhouse, right? So we need to make sure we get used to staying straight. Up and out, and in, and out, in, out. So it's a nice little stretch and training at the same time. You can't beat that, right? In, out, one more, in, good. Okay, now just knees up without twisting. We're just knees up, warming up hip flexors. Good. Now, it's cold here, so I'm going to spend a little bit more time than I normally would warming my muscles up because in this room in particular, it's 50 degrees. That's cold. Now we're going to warm up our hamstrings simply by keeping our knees straight and kicking our bottom. Okay? Just pulling back. Make sure you have that heel up, toes down, foot nice and flexed. Feeling that pull. Good. All right, and bending the knees. This is a slight bend. Bend, straighten. Bend, straighten. So we're getting our quads and we're getting our hamstrings at the same time. We're getting the juices in our knee joints rolling. Just a nice, easy warm up. 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Good. Now let's take it wide, toes out, sumo squat. This is opening up our groin area and our inner thighs. Get those muscles working. Ready? Just down, just a little half plie. We're going to do 10 of these. Just a low, slow and not so low squat. And 3 more. Itch, knee, sun. Good. Okay. So for now, for what we're going to do, that's pretty good. Let me make sure you can hear me. Perfect. Good, 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 good. Okay. All right. Left hand out, right hand on your hip. Punching in place. Nice and easy. Concentrating on elbow staying in. The punch waiting to the last minute to rotate in, out. Okay? Ready? And itch, knee, san, shi, go, rok, sich, hach, ku, jit. Okay. When we're doing these, in my mind, I'm thinking feet grabbing the floor. Power coming from up my legs, into my hips, then to go out the punch. Even if I'm not pushing, even if I don't have that shimei at the end, I'm still pushing power slowly up the leg and through, tensing everything out. Okay? So even if it's a slow, easy warm-up, make sure you're getting that energy and power from the floor and really pushing it out. Okay? Let's do 10 more, about 60%. Ready? Itch, knee, san, shi, go, rok, sich, hach, push the floor, ku, jit. Good. All right, I hope everybody's good and spirited. I hope you don't have a situation where you can't ki very loudly because I think I'm a big fan of that and I think it really helps with karate. So today we're going to do a lot of ki. All right, age-uke, left hand up, right hand on your hip. Ready? Itch, nice and slow, worrying about technique right now. Hand comes down, hand comes up, not to the belt, straight up. And at that last minute, here. Okay, ready? Itch, twist. Knee, twist. San, shi, go, rok, sich, hach, ki, ji. Good. All right, soto uke from the outside, not the ear. Today, everybody has their own way of teaching. Today, I'm not teaching, I'm leading. So just do how, if you feel like you need to do how your instructor does, please do. If you don't mind doing something a little different just for today, just for training, then please by all means follow suit. We're gonna do just like a muscle arm. Instead of coming from the ear, we're gonna go from here, coming down, the last minute, where the stomach is, where the block, where the hand's coming at you, that's the block here, okay? So, slowly, ich, ni, san, shi, go, rok, sich, hach, ke, je, hey. Okay, girambarai. Ready? We're going to try to work today also on contrast and expansion. Okay? So when you contract, everybody knows contraction. In. When you expand, out. Okay? So for girambarai, we're going to contract and try our best to get elbow to elbow. Hand to the ear, elbow to elbow as much as possible. And itch, expand. Let's do this in 2 counts. Knee, close. San, expand. Shi, close. Go. Rok, close. Sich. Hach, close. Ku, down. Jit, close. Ich, expand. Good. If you can feel that difference, then when you actually do the technique, muscle memory will allow you to do that more correctly, and it will be more open and more dynamic. So from here, when you go girambarai, instead of just being lazy with it, always remember good technique, stepping in here first, and then open, close, open, close, open. Close, open. Okay? So, even, again, just warming up, make sure everything good technique. Okay, uche uke. From the belt, up and out. Ready? Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rok, sich, hach, ku, je. It may look in my gi as though my legs are bent, my back leg is bent, but it's not. That knee is pushing. When you go to push, it's bent here, but straight. When you go to the other side, push. That's the push. 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 Push knee back. So that's mainly what I'd like to focus on today, is power coming from the ground and using that heel and entering the hip. Okay? So I'm going to scoot this back. You will need, I should have told y'all this first, I apologize. If you're on a wood floor or a tile floor, something that's slick, then you can use a paper towel, a washcloth, a t-shirt, anything that's slippery, okay? If you are on a rubber or carpet floor like I'm on, this is a rubber floor, then you can use a top to a Tupperware, or you can use a furniture slider like this. If you happen to have a furniture slider to move your furniture around, I move furniture all the time. Anything that will slide on a rough surface, okay? So we're going to, I hope you heard me for that. We're going to do something to open up our hip flexors now to make sure that we really utilize that hip going forward, okay? So take this moment to go grab something. If you don't have anything, then just follow suit. If you have hip trouble, if you have any injuries, be careful doing this. As always, be careful doing anything. We're going to open up our hip flexor, okay? We're going to take this back. We've done this together before, but if you've not seen it, we're going to take this back. The knee is not going to go over the toe. It's going to stay back. So we're going to slide back. That's not wanting to slide either. Let me try this. Okay. We're going to slide back into a lunge, only as low as you feel comfortable. The knee does not go over the toe for this. We're stretching the hip flexor. Hips are staying showman where we're spacing. And then we're going to use our thigh underneath and our hip flexor to pull it back up. Okay? Start with a very small Zenkutsu dachi first, and then you can make it longer, longer, longer until you're in a lunge. Okay? So let's do 5 of these for right now. Ready? If you do not have a slider, then get in a lunge, not a front stance, because you don't want your knee over your toe. And you're just going to sink down and come up. Same thing, sort of. Ready? And I'll go to the side. Itch back and up. Knee and up. Again, only do what your body can do. San, back and up. Shi. If you need to maximize that stretch, you can lift your arms. And up, woo, and up. One more, go, and up. Good. Other side. Hopefully y'all's is more slippery than mine. And take it down. Itch. It's like gum on the floor. And up. Well, work for me. One more. Knee. 4 more actually. And up. Hip flexor. San, leg back. And up. Good. Shi. And up. One more. Go. And up. All right. Now we're going to take it down to the ground. Very important for what we're going to do to open this hip up. So, knee on the ground, foot out, and lean into it. We've all done this stretch before class. Nothing new. You can do toe down, toe up, either way, same thing. Important that this gets stretched. Push, reach up. Let's give it 10 seconds. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rok, sich, hach, ku, ju. Other side. Foot out. We don't want our knee going over our toe. Foot out and lean into it. Find the spot where you need the most stretching. If you want to lean on that leg, you can. Arm up. Hold it. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rok, sich, hach, ku, ju. All right. Now you're going to get into a squat. Do your best. Just do your best. The lower squats are a lot easier. They open your hips up. It's just overall good for you. If you've done my stretch classes, you know I'm a big fan of these. We're going to do something a little bit differently. This exercise is very, very, very important and very good for all karatekas because we do so many, not different stances, but so many consistently low and transitioning stances that if our hips are not open and not stretched out, then we start to poke our butt out and step. We start to lean forward to step, or we'll rock to step back. So it's all because of our hips. So from here, let's take our right leg and drop it in. Try to stay straight. And lift it back up. Other side, in and back up. I'm not sitting on the floor. My bottom's not on the floor. I don't know if you can tell. You're in a squat, okay? Right knee down and up. Just do your best. If you can only go in a little bit, that's fine. Down and up. Down and up. Down and up. Let's do one more on each side. And down and up. Down and up. Okay, from here, I think the mat's doing more damage than it is help. From here, you're going to take your foot and actually roll it to the outside and push your knee back. Okay, so we're open in a different direction now. Ready? Itch, down, knee, down, some, she. If you ever feel uncomfortable doing these, take a break, stand up, let the blood get back to your feet. No big deal. It's just the idea that we learn today and every day that we have instructors on here, something new, something that can help us, something that we can incorporate in our own timing, in our own way to make everything easier. Two more. One on each side, two. One more. And go. Good. All right, straighten your legs up. Let that blood flow back down to your feet. Shake your hips out. And up. Okay. So a lot of times when we go to the class, we only have an hour. As instructors, we have 1 hour. And we have to get everything into that class as fast as we can and teach as much as we can. So we'll go through, we'll do a quick warm-up, then we'll run through the basics as fast as we can, then we'll try to do the katas as fast as we can, and then we'll like maybe pick one key element to work on. Today we have a little bit more time. It's Sunday, so we're gonna really kind of ease into everything and enjoy instead of go, 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 okay? So, now that our hip flexors are opened up more than they were, we're gonna concentrate now on Oizuki, Yakuzuki. Two things happen here a lot. A lot of times, people will have their stance too wide and push. And so here, they think more Sochin stance when they do Oizuki. So then when they go to the front and do Yakuzuki, they're too wide. Okay, that's the first mistake. The second mistake is that we're talking test material here, so that's why I'm talking so much. The second mistake, watch my back foot. Okay. Andre's not here. He's been replaced though with Bob. So I'm going to show you with Bob the problem with that. If we're here in my back foot, you can see my back foot. If my back foot's here and I punch, I'm not reaching. Right? The heel has to stay in place. When we're here, from here, we know this. Whether we have to lift our toes up a little bit to get there, whatever it is, we have to push with that back heel. Push to reach. Push. Right? Push. Now, a lot of times we have trouble doing that because hips are too tight or our ankles don't have the flexibility. So it ends up looking like this. It happens. It's just, our bodies are all different. So we might need to work on more ankle flexibility. That's fine. For today though, whether your foot is sideways or straight, we're gonna work on using that heel. Okay, so, gidam badai, schmip. All right, from here, we're already at 45. Handed Oizuki. Using that back heel, nice and slowly, we're gonna enter, push in with the back heel. Okay, ready? Itch, push, back, knee, push, back, half speed, sam, back, shi, back, go, back, rope, push, back, sich, push, back, hutch, back, kid. One more, jib, hey! Good. Yummy. All right, so you should feel two things happening when we do that. First of all, your thigh burns, right? If your thigh's burning, we have not been doing it correctly. When we go from here and push forward, we're going to be over our toe even more. Okay? We're not staying in place. You end up leaning more, so it's more thigh work, right? It's also the only way you're going to hit your target. Other foot. Get up the die, strip, hands. All right, Oizuki out front. Again, make sure your stance isn't too wide. Make sure you're 45 and slowly pushing with that heel. See, this side for me is what I really need to work on. Pushing that push and not let that heel go back. Okay, good for all of us. Itch, back, knee, back, san, back, shi, back, go, back, rock, back, sich, back, hach, back, ke, back, yeah, hey! Yummy. You might want to turn your volume down for me. Somebody posted hands clapping on the comments, and that's all I see, so it's like really firing me up. Thank you for that. That's awesome. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so now let's do that. Again, going through the basics of what we have on the Dan test, okay? We're not going to step right now. Not everybody has a lot of room. So we're going to do it in place. Okay, Yakuzuki, all right? Get up the die. Practicing this each time, making sure we're getting that contraction, expansion. Ready? Spin. Hands. All right. Left hand up. I'm sorry. Let's do Yakuzuki. Ready? 60%. 60% effort here. Okay? We're not trying to kill ourselves. Again, this is entered. This is back. This is entered. Something's coming at us. Block it. You want to get away from it, right? All you need to do is back up 1 inch to get away from a punch that's going to hit you, right? So block it. Then you have to enter to hit your target. Enter. Concentrate on that shifting. I know mine's not beautiful. I'm working on it as well. All right. Okay. Sorry. Yakuzuki. Ready? Make sure your foot's in place. Hips entered. Posture's good. Punch is centered. Ready? Itch. Knee. San. Shi. Go. Rock. Sich. Hach. Good. Yeah. Hey! Yummy. A good way to practice this, I'll use Bob once again. Pretend like he's a wall. Poor Bob. You can put your heel against the wall, a table leg, whatever, something that's a hard, straight surface. Get that foot on there so it can't go back. Do this in your 45-degree stance. Then from here, push. If I go back, I'll know it because I won't be able to go or he'll move, okay? If you're against the wall, you won't be able to move. So from here, you know that you're pushing forward and reaching, okay? I love this. Okay, other side, right side, ready to get on the die, spin. Hey. Yakuzuki, we're already in our stance. You should already be back leg as straight as possible. Heel is pressing the floor. Ankle is at full flexion, meaning bent as much as possible. And your knee well over your toe. Ready? Okay. Itch. Knee. San. Shi. Go. Rock. Sich. Hach. Ke. Yeah! Hey! Yummy. All right. The other important thing I noticed in the mirror, I had a little bit of wavering going on with that front leg. That's the other thing. Very important. Especially stationary. When we block, that our knee doesn't go with our hip. Okay? That's why it's very important to open these up, open these hip flexors and get them stretched out, which we'll do today too. Okay. Let's do uche-uke. No. For the test, uche-uke is in kokutsudachi, Oizuki, Yakuzuki. We'll save that one. Let's do soto-uke, Yakuzuki. Okay? Left side, gidon badai. All right, Yakuzuki already out. Make sure your stance is correct. Probably about 70% now is where we are with our speed. It's hard once our heart gets up to not go a little bit faster. It's just who we are, right? Okay, ready? Ich, ni, sa. This one, concentrate on that heel. This is in so many katas. Shi, push, go, rock, push, sich, hach, push, kid, ja, hey! Yummy. Other side, get on badai, schmidt, hey! Ready? Yakuzuki out, stance is good, leg is straight. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rock, sich, hach, kud, ja, hey! Yummy. All right. Okay, so there's so many things to think about, right? It seems like such an easy thing, block punch. You learn it your, second week of class? Block punch. But for us, we know there's more to it. We know that our knee has to stay in position no matter what our hips are doing. We know that the back foot is what's going to give us the reach. We know that that punch needs to stick and not when we punch. We know the block needs to be effective at the last moment. We know that we have to go 0, 100, 0, which is not an easy thing. It's very, very difficult concept to get your body to, and then relax. Okay, let's do, we're going to do one step. I hope everybody has room. If you don't, then let's do it with Kirikai. So we're going to go Oizuki in place, step in, Sanbanzuki, okay? So with the Oizuki, remember, we do from Kamai. With the Oizuki, we remember that we got to reach, right? So that leg, again, that thigh needs to be strong for us. Reach. I'm already going in that direction. I can't poke my butt out. I got to move in. Here, step in, okay? So you're going to use that hip flexor muscle to pull, right? I'm not nearly as fast as I wish I was, but if we understand how to do it, then we can work on the speed, right? We got to do it correctly first. So we're going to go from here, Oizuki, step in, Sanbanzuki, right? Making sure that on those 3 punches that our hips in straight. All right, ready? Left foot front, in Kamai. We'll do 2 counts, ich, and then step in second count. Ready? Ich, knee. Are your hips straight? Is your heel on the floor? Is your back leg straight and your butt under you? I don't know, you tell me. Ready? Ich. Is your heel on the floor? Again, ich. Is your heel on the floor now? Don't think about the punch. Think about the heel pushing the punch. One more time, ready? Ich. Now step in. Knee. Is your heel on the floor? Is your hip in? Back. Ready? Ich. Knee. Back. Ich. Knee. Back. One more. Ich. Knee. Head. And back. All right. Now, along with that, it's just a punch. got the hikite. We've got the heel. We've got the hip. We've got the posture. So many things that'll make that punch either a punch for show or a punch that's deadly, right? The ultimate goal of karate is to be deadly, is to be a weapon. The only way we can be a weapon is if we utilize every single point of what we do to make it as powerful as possible. Other side. Free command. 2 counts. Itch. Is your knee straight? Is your heel pushing? Is your back leg and your butt in? Again, ready? Itch. Again, pull that hikite as well. I'm telling y'all this because I'm seeing myself do it incorrectly in the mirror. So, sorry, you're getting my mistakes. Use this hand, use it for now. Use it to hikite, to give more contrast for this hand to shoot. Okay, ready? Itch. Stepping in, step on the mic. Knee. Is your heel straight? Is your leg straight? Is your butt in? Ask yourself every single time. Ready? Itch. Knee. Again. Itch. Knee. The next thing is when we're pulling that leg in, right? Hip flexor, pulling in. Think, a lot of students ask me, how do I step faster? How do I move faster? If you think consciously that you're doing my getty when you step, then you're not going to kick slow. You're not going to kick like this. You're going to kick, right? So have that thought in your mind when you step, same thing. You'll step faster. Secondly, I lost it. It'll come back. Ready. Itch. Knee. I just remembered. I saw it. Secondly, as black belts, we cannot be doing this before we step. It happens a little bit, but if it happens, it needs to be when we're stepping, okay? Because obviously the foot does have to end out. It can't stay straight. So as you step, the foot can turn. But if you're doing this, it's very noticeable. It's very, very noticeable. And we want all of our faults to be hidden. So let's hide that one, right? Last time, one more. Ready? From Kamai. Itch, knee. Yeah, man. Woo, I love that. All right, let me see. Y'all can hear me okay? Good, 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 good. All right, so this next one that's on the test is what made me decide to do this class this way, because it is a very interesting way to do basics that we don't normally do in this way. But it's uche-uke. What did we do? Oh, uche-uke, Oizuki, Yakuzuki. All right. In kokutsudachi. All right. So stepping back, back stance, stay in the back stance, then press. Right. So with that, it's very important when you're changing stances to go from this back stance that you push and not go here. And it's difficult. It's difficult if you're not thinking about it. You have to always be thinking in karate, I got to get to this guy, right? This is the person that's causing me threat. So I'm either going to be getting away from him or I'm going to be getting to him. It's only two things. You're not going to stand here and be a sitting duck and go toe to toe. That's just idiotic. Real life scenario, okay? So I either want to do my best to step fast and get away from him, or do my best to shift and go into him and cause pain, okay? So with that, if I'm blocking him in a back stance, that means that I'm back. I'm away from him. And then I'm maybe setting up, because I'm probably not going to reach him with this. So I'm blocking, setting up, and then from here, I'm reaching. Now, for right now, we're going to do this in a push-off kind of dragging motion, just to accentuate what we're trying to do. We really want to drive home gaining that distance. When you do it on your test, ask your instructor. I'm sure he wants you to be foot planted on the ground and pushing, not sliding. But for right now, to get used to that, let's go for it, okay? Now, again, we're not going to go fast. We're just going to use our mechanics and use our muscles to push into it, all right? So stepping back, let's do it in 2 counts. Ich, uchi, okay? Knee, san, push, okay? Now, the push can't come from the front foot first. It's got to come from this back foot. Push. This is potential energy. This means energy. Anytime something's bent, like a bow and arrow or a, what are those things called? Slingshot. It's potential energy. It's bent. It's pulled back, and then you let it go, and it can go. This, potential energy. So from here, in this kokutsudachi, from here, push out and go. Okay? I know it's not beautiful, but you know the idea that I'm trying to get across. All right, so stepping back into kokutsudachi. Uchi, okay? Ich, okay. From here, potential energy. It's gaining. Ready? Oizuki. Stay in that stance. Now explode. Yakuzuki. Sorry, enter in punch. Good. Is your heel on the floor? Is your leg straight? Is your hips straight? Are your hips showman? Okay? Very important. Let's do that again. Stepping back. Ich, knee, san, hey. Pushing. Okay? We're at 60% right now. One more time, then we'll gain distance. Sorry. Ready? Ich, knee, san, hey. Good. All right, now let's push it. Ich, knee, san, hey. I forget how I count each time. Ich, knee, san, hey. Push, push, push. It's okay if your foot does this. It's okay for right now. We're practicing. We're trying to get there. I'm trying to get there. I know what I want it to do. It's not ready yet. It'll get there. So the important thing is, foot is on the floor, leg is straight, you're pushing that hip, right? Okay, one more time this time. And ich, knee, san, push, ay. Good. All right, other side. Slowly. Ich, knee, san, push, heel, back. Ich, knee, san, hey. Back. Ich, knee, san, push, back. All right, now let's try to gain some distance. The other thing too, when we step, make sure you don't have chicken wings, right? We're stepping in, don't fly. Keep everything tight, beautiful straight lines, boom. Even if it's hard, make it look simple, okay? Gaining distance, ready? Ich, knee, san, back. Ich, knee, san, back. Ich, knee, san, push, back. Yummy. That's a good one to work. I know it's difficult. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope I'm relaying what's in my mind okay to everybody. I hope you can understand what I'm trying to get across because it makes sense to me. Okay, from here, let me check my sign. Yes, testing drills. Hand show. Okay, let me check the time. Are we good on time? Yes, we are. Okay, we're gonna do, I call it an Unsu Drill. It's just a really good way to make sure that you're using your heel in all directions. Sensei Jose Ferran used this week in class. It's one of my favorite drills that he does. So in honor of him, I'm actually going to borrow that for today. So we're going to Gidambadai and then step in punch. Turn, Gidambadai, step in punch, front to the back. Okay? Follow, I'll call it out as we go. Ready? To the left first. Ich, Gidambadai. Knee, step in punch. San, the other way. Gidambadai. Step in punch. To the front. Gidambadai. Step and punch. To the back, using your front leg. Ready? Gidambadai. Step and punch. Good. From here, we're going to go to the left. Ich. Knee. To the back. Sam. Shi. To your left. Go. Rook. To the front. Using your front foot to step through to be your front leg. Rook. Step and punch. Okay. So you get the drift. I'm sure everybody has done this before. But what I want you to concentrate on as we do this is heel on the floor. When we turn, heel, 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 push. Okay, when we step, leg coming through. Trying not to do this first. Keeping our posture straight. Keeping our hips underneath us. We're going to do it slowly. We're not going to go fast. I want all these points to be hit. Heel, 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 heel. Okay? Ready? To the left first. Also, each Gidambadai. Contract. Expand. Okay? Ready? Ich. Knee. Heel. San. Turning over your right shoulder. Shi. To the front. Go. Roke. Using your front leg to go to the back. Spinning on your heel. Sich. Push. Hatch. From here, go to your left. Ku. Ju. Heel. Heel. Ich. Knee. To the back. Sam. Shi. Front leg becomes the front leg. Go. Rook. Yeah. Yame. All right. This is a very good drill. You can do both sides. You can speed it up. All right. Now we're going to do it the Unsu way, which is just going to be left, right, back, front. Okay? But the importance of doing this one this way this time is going to be hitting the 45 and then using that heel and entering that hip. Okay? With our stretching and with our exercise and strength training, one of the things you can do to build this up and make this easier and better for you is what we were doing but without the slider. Just bend down and up. Okay? This is strengthening your quad. This is opening that hip flexor. This is using that hamstring as well to lock. Okay? You add doing 10 of those on both sides every day, everything just starts to get tighter. Okay? All right, the Unsu way. Let's walk through it one time. Smooth. Everything. Smooth. pretty straight line, heel, hip, okay? Think everything. Ready? Ich, knee, san, shi, inner, go to the front, inner, sich to the back, hach, to the left, ku, chu, inner, to the right, ich, knee, to the back, san, shi, to the front, go, rock, it. Yeah. Right? So, again, you can do that to the right as well. We're running low on time already, so as long as we get these exercises in, you know them, you can practice them on your own. So let's now do that one time with we're going to do it with speed, but with grace, okay? We're not trying to be powerful or focused. Right now, just entering everything nice and smooth and inner, using the hips and the heel. Ready? And sink down. Ich, knee, san, shi, go, rock, sich, hach. Yummy. One more time. One more time. I'll say direction instead of count just in case. Ready? Left, right, front, back, left, right, back, front. Hey! Yummy. Good. Sometimes it is hard to get those toes around. Sometimes they get hung up and want to stay sideways. I know mine do. So you have to really work hard to lift those toes and push with that heel. It's not easy. Okay, another good drill for this. We're low on time. We won't do it today. Hand Shodan. Just go through Hand Shodan. Over and over and over, working on the heel. I'm trying to see what else we can work in here in time. I had so many things I wanted to do with everybody. Okay, let's touch on some kicks. We're just going to touch on them. Good. Okay, everybody's still with me. Good. We're going to touch on some kicks. The important thing I want to stress on these kicks, let's do an exercise. I promised exercises and stretches, so we're going to do that. My floor is black, so I'm going to get my mat out. That's the only reason. It's not for comfort, I promise. So you're going to get your slider. Or if you're on a hard concrete, like wood or tile, you can use a towel. Same thing. I'm going to use a slider on this floor. You're going to lay on your back. Put your heel on your slider. Slide your foot out, slide your foot in. Slide your foot out, slide your foot in. Pretty easy, right? Out, in. 5 on that side. Trust me, we're building. Other side. Where is it? There it is. Ready? And out, in. Out, in. In. 2 more. Out. Uh-oh. Out. In. Out. In. All right, these don't want to slide for me today, but that's okay. We make it work. There we go. All right, now, oh, that's perfect. Now, you're going to do what's called a bridge. All right, so everybody lift your hips up. Lift them down. Up, down. Up, down. Up, down, up, down. All right, now we're going to put the 2 together. Put your heel, one of your heels on the slider. Lift your hips up. Slide that leg out and slide it back. Out and back. Keep your hips up. Out, back. Out, back. One more. Out, back. Good. Other side. It'll make sense to you in a minute if it's not yet. Hips up. Don't assist your hips. Your hips have to be up because of your bottom and your hamstrings. Now, other foot, slide it out, slide it back. Don't let your hips move. Up, back, out, back. 2 more, out, back. 1 more, back. Good. All right. We did 2 things there. We warmed up our hamstrings, and we also strengthened them. There we go. So with that, foot up, my getty, out, back, down, right? Bring that knee up, out, back, down. So let's do 10 on each side, switching legs each time. When we do these, we're doing 50%. We are kicking chute on. And we're not letting our hips turn sideways. We're not kicking like this. Okay? So the goal here is to keep your hips straight and use your stomach muscles and the flexibility in your hamstring to kick chute on. It's very difficult. If you think you can kick Jodon, tell me if you're kicking with your hips straight. I guarantee you're not. Ready? Ich, knee, 50%. San, nothing hard. Shi, go, rock, sich, hach, ki, jai. Good. All right, so the reason why I wanted to do that exercise is because one of the basics we do for the test is shutoge, maigeri, nukite, right? Sorry. So when we do these, it's so easy to when we have to do front leg maigeri, to lean back and just kick, right? The majority of the time when you watch people do these, I promise, the majority of the time, we all do, we try to kick from here, right? No, that's not going to do anything. Even Bob, no matter how hard I try, if I try to kick just from here, I'm not going to, I can't hurt him. I can't do anything. It's got to come back. The idea is that foot comes back. Look how much better that looks. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? It's little things that I'll see somebody do and I'm like, that's it. That's the key to getting that to go faster. When you pull your foot back, it's ready to go. When we just pick it up from here and kick, it's awkward because we're having to lean back, shift the weight, kick the leg, and then go. If we pick that foot up first, we can do it in place. I don't know why, it just happens. Do it in place, potential energy in that back leg, boom, I'm out of here, right? Okay, so nice and slowly. This is me without coffee. I spared y'all today. Imagine if I had had the coffee. All right, so from here, we're going to step back. Shitoge. Slowly. Maigeri. Keeping that stance. Pulling that front foot back nice and slowly. Pull it back. Kick. Now. Right? Again, we're working on gaining distance, so let's push off that back foot and gain some distance, all right? Again, from here, shutoge. Again, at the last minute, same thing. This is the block. Power comes from here. All right, so make sure that looks correct. All right, judges watching. Ich, knee, foot back. San, push, enter. Right? It's not always perfect. Again. Ich, knee, san, push, good. Back. One more and then we'll change sides. Ready? Ich, knee, kick, san, push, Is your heel on the floor? Is your hip injured? Is your back leg straight? Are your hips showman? Right? Did you hit the target? Okay, other side. Stepping back, left foot. Shutoike. Ich. Knee, pulling that foot back from my getty. Knee back. Sa, enter. That foot, those toes do not want to get around for me today. All right, let's do it again. Pick the toes up, pick the toes up, pick the toes up. All right, ready? Ich. Knee, kick, pulling back. Sa, enter. Ba. Better. Not there. Again, ready? Ich. Knee. Sa, enter. Ba. They got around, but I lost my balance. Okay, again. Ready? I hope y'all are all experiencing different things as well as you're learning these processes and finding out, okay, maybe my balance isn't so good here. Maybe my toes need to come around. Maybe my hip's not loose enough. It's a learning process, and it's fun. Ready? One more time. Ich, knee, sun, push. All right, I'm giving my toes one more chance. Ready? Ich, knee, kick, sun, push. Yeah. It'll get there. It'll get there because I know I'll work on it. All right. Let me see our time. It's time. It is almost time to stretch. I would like to do a finisher. Sorry. I'd like to do a finisher now that you will all hate me for today. You will love me for it in about 3 days. Okay? In JKA, we've been working on Teiki Shodan for the past month, maybe, and really driving in the importance of that kata, every aspect of it. In working that kata, I think a lot of us have figured out our thighs are not as strong as we thought they were. So today, we're going to do a finisher of Kibirachi. All right? So, get ready. Whatever you do, go to your happy place. This is your happy place. Go to your happy place. Don't give up on me. Don't straighten your legs. Don't come out of it, okay? Unless you're injured or you have other reasons. Bear with me through this whole thing, okay? We're going to be good. You're going to love it. Are your toes correct? Are your knees bent correctly? Is your butt tucked in, belly button to the moon? Most important things. Here we go, everybody. Are you ready? Zuki. Ich, nip, sap, sheep, go, rope, sich, hach, kit, jet. Ageuke, ready? Ich, nip, sap, sheep, go, rope, sich, hach, kit, jet. Hey. Soto uke, ready? Ich, nip, sap, sheep, go, rope, sich, hach, kip, ja, hey! Gidambadai, ready? Let's go left hand Gidambadai. Ich, knee, sap, sheep, go, rope, sich, hach, kip, ja, hey! Keep your Kibirachi. Uchi uke. Ich, knee, sap, sheep, go, rope, sich, hach, kip, ja, hey! Keep it. Palm strike to the nose. Ready? Ich, knee, san, she, go, rook, sich, hach, ke, ja, hey! Elbow strike across. Ready? Ibuke. Ich, knee, san, she, go, rook, sich, hach, ke, ja, hey! Don't stop. Striking up. Ich, knee, san, she, go, rook, sich, hach, ke, ja, hey! Don't give up. Next one, striking, coming around, striking with the front. Ready? I forgot what this hand was doing. Ich, make sure it comes around from back here. Ich, knee, san, she, go, rook, sich, Ready? Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rock, sich, hach, ke, ja, hai. Punching Jodan. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rock, sich, hach, ke, ja, hai. Yame. And Ray. How do you like that? Do y'all hate me? Did I lose everybody? It's such a good way to finish off. It's such a good way to finish off the day. To always do something, I like to call it a finisher. To do something that really challenges you. Endurance-wise, muscular-wise, mentally. We always want to end on a positive, good note. You want the last thing that you do in karate or anything, work, family, anything you do, you always want to end on a good note, or you don't feel good about what you did the whole hour previous. You just remember that last thing. Same way in competition, same way with judges. They remember the first 5 motions, they remember the last 2 techniques. Did you open strong? Did you finish strong? This particular training teaches you to always finish strong. Okay, let's take 2 minutes, grab some water, get your mat, change your top at least come out of your belt in your top, and we'll get going on the stretches, okay? Don't go anywhere. Okay. Woo! Oh, I hope y'all enjoyed that. I'm going to give y'all another minute or two. Today I am sporting my, make sure you can hear me for this. Today I'm sporting my Miami Shotokan shirt. This is from winter camp that we had last year. We had Sensei Mai Sheena come to it, which was amazing. Sensei Kobayashi comes every year for that as well. Andre, of course, was here for quarantine, and he went home a couple weeks ago, and so this is kind of like my little hello to him as well. So, okay, is everybody ready? Let's get that cool down going. Scoot you closer to me. Oh, I always love geese. That's awesome. All right. Again, if you guys have any questions while we're doing any of this, please make sure to comment with your questions. I do read every one of them. And all my messages. A lot of people write in and ask about certain specific stretches and stuff for injuries. Vince, I owe you a couple of stretches. I don't have it scheduled for today, but I promise I'll get those to you. I promise. All right, reaching from the top, big breath in. And out. Still trying to bring that heart rate down, big breath in. Relax the body out. Big breath in. Exhale. Good. Let's take it wide for that sumo squat. Just bring it down and wobble back and forth. There's so many extra things we can do when it comes to strengthening our bodies for karate. Karate within itself is an awesome, awesome sport. and does a lot for our bodies. But if we understand how to make our bodies better prepared for stances and moving in those stances, then our karate can reach such a different level. At any age. At any age. It's not just for people competing for Shoto Cup or competing nationally or competing at all. Anybody. Your karate can be heightened if you just take the time to learn your body and strengthen it in different ways. All right, arms straight up. We're going to bring a little bit of yoga and a little bit of ballet into what we're doing right now. Don't run away, guys. You'll like it, I promise. And reaching over, stretching those obliques. And the other side oblique. And again. And again. Again. This is strengthening our obliques. It's strengthening our back muscles that surround our spine. Just twisting and pulling your own body weight up. And back. All right. Now we're going to twist our body and go down to the side and the other side. Because we just worked out, those of you that are coming from the class we just did, we're still bringing our heart rate down if you did the finisher. So we don't want to hold anything just yet. We want to keep our bodies moving. So we'll get a nice good stretch. Now flex those feet. See, I told you my floor is just black. This, whatever this material is, will stain a gi fast. Now, take those feet, bring them in just a little bit, and drop your toes to the back. Can you feel that? It's a very different twist. Drop them to the back, and we're going to lean forward and come up, okay? Kind of like we're doing a push-up. Go as low as you can without hurting anything, keeping those toes pointed back, and down, and up, reaching out, down, up. Just relax and lean into it. I'm going to do 3 more. Itch and up. Knee. You should feel this more in the connector where your glute meets your hamstring. Let's do 1 more for good measure. And down and back. Very nice. Okay, butterfly. Bring it on in. Opening those hips back up. I like to, a lot of people do this exercise differently. I personally like to pull on my feet. If I pull backwards on my feet, then I can push my knees down and it opens my hips up more. So it looks like this from the side. I'm pulling my feet, I'm leaning back, and I'm pushing my hips down, my legs, my knees down. It's not so cold in here now. I think I steamed up the windows a little bit too. And release, and press, and release, and press. Good, and taking those feet out about midway point. Sitting up real straight on our tailbone. You should feel that stretch. Feel it in your little connectors right here. Side to side. And as we go side to side, let's take it forward. And down. Hold. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rok, sich, hach, ku, ju. And back. All right, feet straight ahead. Sorry for my feet. Once again, lifting up, sitting on our tailbones. Reaching up and leaning over, stretching those hamstrings out. Now, those, keep leaning. Those exercises that I showed you for the hamstrings, for the kicks, those are very important. I really do hope that everybody tries to incorporate those into your training it's a very simple way to build something so important. I know one of the issues that I have that we're working on, I'm working on with several different trainers and doctors, that I keep pulling my hamstrings for some reason. As limber as I am, there's something that I'm not strong enough in, and I keep pulling that hamstring. So it's very important that we strengthen the glutes and strengthen the hamstrings. All right, now let's stretch those legs out nice and good. Let's bring your right leg over the top of the left and twist. You should feel that on the outside and in your back. Open that chest up to the side wall and breathe. And release. Other side. Cross that left leg over your right knee. You can go as folded as you want to, or as just here if you want. Whatever feels the most comfortable for you. And reach that hand across. Open that chest up to the side wall. Big breath. And release. Now, I got a lot of comments on this stretch. I think it was more funny than everything else we've done, but it's very important and it's very good for you. So we're going to grab our foot once again, and we're going to lift it straight up. The idea is to make that knee straight. Push the knee out, okay? If you can't grab your foot, grab your ankle. Either one is fine. Grabbing your toes is even better because you can get that calf and that leg. Okay, and then we're just going to kind of rotate it in and out. Good, other side. Grab your foot, grab your toes, grab your leg, whatever. And lift up. And take it out. I'm looking at my list and I'm so sad that there were so many other things I wanted to get to we didn't get to today. But the one thing we have in this quarantine time is time. All right, we're going to stretch out our arms a little bit differently today. This is some of the things we do in gymnastics that's both strengthening and is good for karate as well. All right, so you're going to put your hands right in front of you. I'll go at an angle so you can see. You'll put your fingers pointed straight ahead, and you're going to lean on them and lean forward. Okay, so we're stretching our wrists in this direction. And just hold it. So we're using balancing muscles to do this. We're using our core. We're using our shoulders. You'll feel them start to burn if you're doing it correctly and leaning enough. All right, now we're going to turn our hands, put them a little bit further away from you, just to whatever's comfortable. Turn your hands backwards. Your fingers should be facing you. Did you see how I did that? The hands come around outside. Fingers go to the outside. Nothing crazy. Okay, now from here, sit back on your feet, Cesar. This is stretching your forearms. Chin up, back straight. Feel your forearm muscles as they stretch. Feel them lengthen. Feel that lactic acid that's been building up for years, because I'm sure not everybody's been stretching in this direction. And release. Now you're going to take the tops of your hands and put them down. All right? And we're going to lean back. Don't lean on them. Lean back. Again, keeping your elbows as straight as possible. You'll feel this stretch through here. I guess you can see a little bit what it stretches. And relax. Feel those muscles trying to lengthen. All right, now we're gonna put them side by side, just like this. Fingers pointed out. I hope you can see my hands. I think you can. All right, spread your feet, just your knees just a little bit, and you're gonna make circles, putting a lot of weight, not all of your weight, but put a lot of weight on your hands. Pressing, feel the difference of the pressure going into your palms, not your fingers. Keeping your arms straight and tight. Other way. Believe it or not, you are using your abs for this too to balance you. You are using your shoulders a lot as well. Good. All right, from here, hands down, take your feet out and up and just stretch. Head down. And let's come forward, walk our hands forward and put stomach on the floor. Relax your feet. Pressing your shoulders. This is not, don't think stretching your back. I want you to think power in your arms and shoulders, okay? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna push your weight through the palms of your hands and shrug your shoulders, okay? Hold. Okay, curl your toes back under. Pick your hips up and press back against the wall, pressing your bottom through the back wall. Let's do that one more time. Come forward, drop your hips to the floor. Be very strong in everything that we do right now. Don't flop your body around. Make everything make sense and you be in control of your body. Okay, from here, see my shoulders are up around my neck. Now we're gonna push them down through the floor, lifting up, hold it. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rock, sich, hach, ku, ju. Curl your toes under, lift your hips up and press back. Now walk your feet up and hang. Just however low you can. But the important thing is to try to hang and let everything be on your feet and your hips and your hamstrings right now. All right, we're gonna drop that down into a squat. And here's another good rule of thumb that I do wanna share with you. Every muscle that we stretch, right, and we stretch a lot of them, for every muscle that we stretch, we also have to strengthen. We have to strengthen everything that we stretch, okay? So if we're stretching out our ankles, like we're doing right now, what are you doing to strengthen your ankles? Are you doing anything for that? Which I'll do some videos too that'll do some specific strengthenings for everything we stretch. But just keep in mind, we're stretching our hips. What exercises are you doing to strengthen your hips? We stretch our hamstrings. Are you strengthening them as well? We can't keep stretching things and stretching, but not be doing anything to strengthen them as well, okay? Same thing, hands, forearms, biceps, shoulders, back, chest, abs, everything. We can stretch them all day long, but we got to strengthen them to get them tight again and get them stronger. Then we stretch them to get the lactic acid out. Then we build them up stronger. Then we stretch them back out. But if we could just keep stretching and stretching and stretching, we're just limber. Then we're just flexible. All right, feet together. My mother is amazing at this. She has always, as long as I've been known her, she can fold completely in half. Me, I'm not there yet. So press your knees out and lean over as far as you can. The idea is to eventually get to here. When you get there, that means your glutes are at max stretch, your hamstrings max, your calves, your lower back. So this is a very good stretch for everything lower back down. Very simple, just bending over. And breathe out. All right, slowly roll it up. All right, stretching those arms out now. Across. I really enjoy doing these with everybody. I thank y'all so much for being a part of my day and letting me be a part of yours. And it's a super wonderful treat to get to do karate with you all today. I love training, but I really miss teaching and leading classes with the dojos still being closed here in Memphis. And across. So this is a nice treat. Thank you all for letting me do this with you. All right, as promised, we talked about in our kibidachis and teki, we were talking about, and also in zenkutsu and kokutsudashi, that our knees tend to cave in, right? Okay, so the stretch that we need to do to make sure that that doesn't happen, we're going to take, see, I can't really show you in here, I guess, for that part. If you have a door frame, okay, I'll use Bob. If you have a door frame, place your foot inside that door frame and then get in your back stance, okay? So my leg, I hope you can tell, my leg is pointed in back stance this way, right? So now I can work on twist, 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 okay, twisting. Do the same thing for this side. Place that knee inside that door frame. That door frame will hold it, and then work on twisting. That will stretch all of this back out. Stretch, 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 stretch. Okay. We all have door frames, so that's an easy one. If you want to take it further, then when you get in kibidachi, take your arms here. Make sure that your hips are underneath you. Your back is straight. Twisting. And work on twisting as much as you can without your knees going. This is important for hand godan, for teki, for all of them. It's important, period. To be able to detach from your lower half of your body and still maintain power is the ultimate goal. To be able to block somebody and not cave in and still have all that potential power to then go is just something that we all need to work towards. Let me check the time. I've got 2 minutes left. 2 minutes. So if anybody happens to have any questions or comments or want to go over any specific basic or something, they just want to train it one more time, now would be a good time to do that. You guys are all so awesome. Thank you so much for all the positive feedback. I love this. Natsumi. Okay. For those of you who love stretching and stretches and all that we do in yoga and stuff like that, one of my teammates and my very, very, very amazing, beautiful, awesome friend, Natsumi Sugiyama, she's on the U.S. team with me for kata. She is an amazing yogi. I'm going to call her a yogi. She has a YouTube channel. She's on here. She's on this strand. You can friend her or go to her YouTube page and check out. She's got some really amazing, really good true yoga routines as well. So make sure you check her out. I can't say enough about her. She's amazing. Natalie, it's always great to see you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Anybody else have any quick stretch they want to do or want to work on? Let's see here. I'm trying to run through it real fast to make sure we didn't have any questions. Sorry, guys. Angola. Oh, that's awesome. So cool to see everybody from all across the world. This is just, what a blessing. What an amazing thing Nadja and Martin have done with this Karate at Home. We are manufactured. Oh, Karate Gis. That's really cool. I cannot wait for Corona to be over and for all of us to be able to train together. And, you know, country to country, that's my goal. I'm going to go to each country and come see everybody and train together. Wouldn't that be great? And do all the camps as much as possible. Okay, breakdown. Yes, Mari, my very good friend from Miami, now in Chicago. Yes, the 4-direction punch. The 4-direction punch is amazing. You can use it in all, we'll do it again. We'll do a separate class just for that. You can do that with Girambarai, add Maigeri back to place, and do like you do in Goju Shodai. That's another really good, here, I'll show you real fast. So in all 4 directions, just go from here, punch, kick, punch. Punch. Well, I'm sorry. Here, maybe here, punch. Oh, yeah. Punch, punch, and then kick, punch. Pushing that down, right? Punch, punch. Okay, what do we have? Yes, Martin, let's all meet there. Yes, for real. Anywhere. Muscle we stretch, we have to strengthen. That's it. Okay. I think we're good here. If anybody does have any questions or comments after the fact, I am all ears. Send me a message, comment on here. We'll get something together going. Martin, anytime. I think he's put me down for every Sunday in November, so I'll be super excited to be back for the month and do more stretching and keeping up with everybody. And just let me know what you want to work on, and we'll do it. Other than that, everybody stay healthy, stay safe. Stay positive, keep training karate, keep learning. That's what this time is for. It's more for learning than anything, and study. So thank you all, love you all, and we'll see you next week. Bye.